Alright, come on in, hit the like button, think about subscribing if you're already. If you're new here, welcome to the channel, but most importantly, welcome to the Berserker family. Now, just a heads up, there will be some spoilers for this. Not a whole lot, but there will be definitely spoilers. So this is my honest opinion / review for the 2025 horror thriller film called We Buried the Dead. So here's the plot of this either way, though. After a catastrophic military disaster, a bunch of volunteers guided by the military are tasked with cleaning up the bodies. Iva, one of the volunteers, searches for her missing husband, but what she finds is far more terrifying. Here's some of the cast. So, yeah, this was, I don't know how to describe how I feel about this film in a nice way, but I think I've seen too many zombie films over the years because it automatically annoyed me how Eva and some others would just have casual conversations in these homes and businesses, all while knowing some come back to life. On top of the fact that Eva would just walk right next to them and try to communicate a couple times. I get it. No one knew much about about stuff going over there, other than the military, obviously. But a normal person with survival skills would go the other way or run by the look of them alone. And I will say the look of them was very crazy along with the sound designs. But what I'm very confused about is the whole mask thing when they get more towards ground zero. The ones seen there were outside wearing oxygen masks, and it was like the face was exposed and the eyes and stuff, which you can even go more detail of plot issues with that. But as soon as they go indoors, there's no mask behind being worn, despite doors and windows have been opened prior to them going in and making their resting spot for the night. Clearly there's smoke and dust in the air. Even if there wasn't chemicals in the air, there would still be other stuff that would be dangerous to breathe in. I don't know, to me, that's a huge plot hole. That was one of the couple things that rubbed me the wrong way around the writing. But here's my rating, and I'll come back to my final thoughts. Well, as you can probably tell, I wasn't a fan at all of this film. It was a very slow, boring, and too many issues with the writing. It was a bit of a frustrating film to get through. Daisy Ridley as a fantastic actress, in my very strong opinion of what I've seen her in outside of Star Wars, because you can't base it on Star Wars and people's acting on Star Wars and comic books and gaming live action, because to me those are just straightforward generic type of things. Not saying they're bad. I enjoy them. It's just that when you compare it to actual roles of writing that have a lot more depth and stuff to them, they give you a lot the full of the actor's abilities. And she has blown me away, and I was actually surprised because I haven't seen her anything up until the Star Wars, the 2 Star Wars films, and then which I didn't care for, and then she was in the swimming historical one that was done by Disney on Disney Plus or wherever it is. And then I saw her in something else before that, before that a couple times, or a couple months before or something. Yeah, I mean, I felt like it was a waste of her ability in here, and I think the biggest issue though is the story is just like, what was the point of it? What was the point of the zombies? What was the point of this making this film? What the point of the plot? She just goes and looks for her husband, just disobeys. The military has issues with. I mean, I have issues with her lack of survival skills throughout. Not even just the parts I named. I mean, there's so much. This is the writing. It's not good. It is not good. And yeah, I'm not even saying it's boring because of the lack of actual, horrorness to it, like a lot of people have with the hardcore horror fans. It's just in general, it was just boring. I mean, there's probably like a hidden message type of film artsiness to it. Those can be hit and miss, but it didn't come off artsy. It came like a drama where it had pointless horror in the background, like way in the background. But that's I go long enough. But as always, leave your thoughts down below. I'm actually very curious on this one. I have to check out a little bit after I watched it to see what people are thinking, and so I don't honestly have a clue what people are how to take my review, which is fine. Everyone's opinion, including my own. So, anyways, remember, I love you all. Please stay safe. Spread love, most importantly. Skull.